just read a really good book by James Bridle, who's an old friend of mine, and a kind of ML trickster. He's the guy who built a self-driving car and then that wouldn't cross a solid median, and then put it in a parking lot and made a salt circle around it, which it interpreted as a solid median. So it was trapped. And he said, it's like, I've trapped a demon here. And James argues that this idea of the umweldt, right? The way that we see the world, that lots of things have umwelts, including things that we don't necessarily think of as being alive. And so, a flea has the umweldt of blood and of following concentration gradients of certain gases. And the entire worldview of the flea is those two things. And he talks about the umweldt of his car. And he says, once he starts building a car and specifically deciding what will and won't be in its umweldt, he starts to ask himself really important questions about what's in his umweldt. The book is very far reaching, and it goes into the idea that if we extend personhood to animals, to natural systems, and to software, including very primitive software, and stop thinking about personhood as something that is unique to people, but rather as both a kind of cloud and a spectrum. That's things are more and less person-like, but they're also that personhood has a very broad definition, that you actually get something very useful out of it. You get a very useful way of living your life and of organizing your society. So it's a very good book, and it's made me less skeptical, less of a kind of ultra about the, AI is all nonsense package.
What's the name of the book again?
It's called Ways of Being. It's really good. And the subtitle is Animals, Plants, Machines, and the Search for a Planetary Intelligence. Very good. It's very kind of Douglas Hofstadter, blow the top of your noggin off kind of book.